All right, good evening. This is my third attempt just at the beginning of this video, like the first minute, because I'm just in a goofy ass mood. It's late. I just had a pretty extensive workout. Went heavier than I have been going because I had some additional calories today. So, and like I said, I'm kind of in a silly ass mood, so I'm sitting here goofing off, and I scrapped both of those other beginnings that are so fucking goofy, and tried to stay on topic. The reason I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm going to start videoing my workouts, and I'm going to start this week. So, not tonight, and not probably skip tomorrow. I usually like to train every other day, though once in a while I will have 2 consecutive days in a row. Depends how heavy I go and shit. Because I do a lot of spillover type of training. And if you followed me for any amount of time or watched any of my shit, you probably know what I'm talking about, right? You probably know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I do it for delineation, better delineation and stuff. You probably can't tell it now, but yeah, I'm heading in that direction. You'll be able to tell it soon. What is that, just vibrating? Kind of, sort of. Kind of trembling. But that's just because it's fucking exhausted. So, I'm gonna take a shot at it and guess by, this is fucking Monday. I'm going to say by Thursday night or Friday night, I'll start putting up live training videos. And now I don't know, it may be a complete fail. You know what I mean? Not one of these professionals. Like, I don't have, well, it's not like I can't have. I could have whatever the fuck I want to have, but I don't, I mean, within reason, but I don't want to, I'm not going all the way out there like that. So I'm not going to have this big production shit and 100 different cameras covering it from every angle and spend all that time editing it, and if it's live then it's going to work, and I'm not even going to try and figure out how to do split screens or any of that bullshit. So what you get is what you get. I'm sorry. It's the best I got. It's not, this is what you get here. This is what you got. You got me. So I am going to start to video these workouts, though. We'll see how that goes. If they suck, they suck. Listen, don't expect anything over the top. It's not going to be crazy, all right? I'm way downsized. I may not look it, but that's just because I'm leaner, and bodybuilding is an illusion. Am I a small guy? No, I'm not small by any measure, but I'm smaller than I typically am. And it's not my primary focus right now. It's absolutely no part of my focus concerns being as big as I can be. That's absolutely, not my concern. There is a part of it that it does matter to me enough that I do want to be, I want to hold as much muscle as I can hold within reason, but I don't want that to become, that's not the focus, in other words. You know what I mean? The focus is functional fitness. Functional strength and fitness, right? But I'm going to start out doing, what I may end up doing? I may end up just putting a live feed down here, and that way anybody that's interested on Patreon can see me, and that'll probably be up, well, it'll be live. It'll go up every time I'm down here doing anything. It won't just be running, showing an empty basement, devoid of any people. But when I'm down here on a speed bag, on a heavy bag, skipping rope, or lifting weights, any of that crap, then it'll be, you'll be able to watch it. You'll be able to see it. I just got to figure out a camera setup that you're gonna be able to see anything worth seeing. You know what I mean? I can't have something up in the corner of the room, some kind of real wide angle thing, make it look like I'm an ant. You know, you're not, because you're just not going to be able to actually see what the fuck I'm doing. And I need to be intimate enough, or at least feel that way, that I can talk, that I can share what's going on. I don't want to just put up some kind of live feed and people can just voyeuristically just look in on me down here exercising in whatever form that takes, and it's kind of like real easy for me then, because I don't have to do shit. I don't have to explain shit, don't have to talk to you, don't have to think about it. So I'm not doing that. So I'll come up with some means of doing it. The camera's going to have to be, it can't be stationary all the time. It's got to be mobile so I can move it around down here. Because I can talk while I'm training, and I can talk in between sets or breathers or whatever. So that I can explain what the hell I'm doing and just rap about some shit. So anybody interested in watching that, that's going to be here. But initially, starting probably, like I said, Thursday or Friday, let's give it till Friday. By Friday night, I'll post the first live workout down here, and I'll explain to you what I'm doing. But like I said, don't expect anything glamorous, over the top, or any of that kind of shit. You know, like I was wearing a white Gorilla with a Cause tank top tonight, and it got like dirty just from rusted ass weights. You know, oxidized fucking iron touching against it, and I don't know, getting on my hands and shit. So it's not going to be, you know, I'm not going out of my way to try and make everything real presentable. It's just reality. Just like maybe you might have at home. Shit, you might even have a more polished setup than what I have. I got enough shit to clean. I got to do dishes, wash clothes, sweep and mop the floors, and fucking cut the grass. I got to water all the plants, and there's a lot of plant matter out there, a lot of it. I have, between the front and the back and the sides, right at, you know, directly around the house, I have, I'm going to guess that's probably, this is 16 acres total, and I'm going to guess that that probably comprises 2 acres. So I fucking mow about 2 acres, maybe acre and a half to 2 acres I mow. And it's been raining, this is the third day in a row, so all that shit needs mowed again already. All of it needs mowed already. Again, so I gotta do that. And then the garden, which it's a pretty large garden. All that romaine lettuce I'm eating every single day, getting ready to go up and eat some more of it now, by the way. All that romaine lettuce that I'm eating came out of the garden. Came out of the garden. All these heads of romaines, awesome. Tomatoes, I shit you not. No exaggeration. I've got at least 100 tomatoes out there. No exaggeration. At least 100 tomatoes out there. Peppers, I have those green bell peppers. I have, right now, I think I have about, I don't have that many. I think I have about 7 that I've counted that are decent size, but still a little small, not quite ready yet, but that are looking pretty good. What else is out there? And the gourds, that's, and the cauliflower. Cauliflower's off the hook. That shit's huge. The gourds, that went crazy. They are planted too close together, which, who knew? Never really had to, you know, never really tried anything like that. Never had the space, don't have any experience with that like that, on that level, that much. And those gourds, they're squash and pumpkins. And that shit, they're vines. And that's just so huge and overgrown and just spread out like a damn octopus reaching all over the place. And I have to go out there every so often, and I got to do it tomorrow. And I have to prune. I have to cut some of the leaves. They're really large leaves. I have to cut some of those leaves off the top so that the buds and the flowers underneath can get the sun that they're stretching trying to get. And the bees hopefully can pollinate it. You know what's really awesome? I can make a whole video about this. You know, you have a male and a female flower. They're not all the same. And the male flowers, they don't produce produce. They don't produce vegetables or fruit. The female flower does. So there's truly only two genders in the plant world. Who knew? Don't mean to offend anybody, but that's the situation. That's the reality of it. What happens is the bee has to come down and go to the male bud, flower, whatever, and has to do its thing, and then has to go and pollinate that female. So every flower is not going to turn into a piece of produce. Even best case scenario, it's not going to happen. And only the females. And you can visually look at them and tell the difference. And if you're lucky, hopefully the majority of the females are pollinated by bees, and then you get produce. But the really good thing is, you know, when I was a kid, you saw bumblebees, you saw bees, honeybees, you saw bees everywhere. If you ran around barefoot as a kid during the summer, you're going to get stung once or twice minimum every summer vacation, because you're going to step on a fucking bee. And in later years, you know, you don't see the bees like that. And I've clearly noticed that, because I remember when I was a kid how it was. It's not like that. You don't see them like that. Well, here, you see them like that, because there are beekeepers not far. And these bees will travel. They will travel. They go back home where their colony and all is, colonies, but they will travel to come and do their thing and get that pollen. And they do travel here. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. They don't really bother me, which is really awesome. They're out there to do their thing. You can go out there, walk through them. They're all buzzing about all over the place. They really don't bother you. They don't really care for it a whole lot when I'm out there watering. You know, there's certain times of the day it's better to water than others, because they do get pissed off. When they're over there trying to fuck around with them flowers, they don't appreciate me out there with that water. They don't like that. They don't like that. They'll buzz me and stuff, but I haven't, fucking flies, I haven't been stung. And when I'm out there mowing, you know, they're all buzzing all over the place. I mean, all over the place. And enough so that if I just look out like the front window, I can see bees. I can see them. If I counted them, there's probably 20, 30 bees out there just, you know, milling about. Clover, they like the clover. When I go out there to mow, they don't really take offense to that. You would think they would, you know, that would piss them off. It doesn't really piss them off. They just move out of the way of the mower, and they don't bother me, and, you know, I got a job to do, and they have a job to do. But when they're over there getting down with those flowers, yeah, you know, you go out there and water those things, then they don't like that shit. That does irritate them. So we've come to an agreement, sort of, more or less, that, or I respect their space, let them do their thing, because they're helping me, and I'm not going to go out there and dissuade them by hoosing them down. You know, certain times of the day when I know they're most active. Anyway. So, live workouts starting, let's say Friday, this upcoming Friday, and that'll be every time I work out. And I'll still have other videos, but we'll talk about it, you know, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and they're going to be very realistic home workouts. They're not going to be, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be me down here trying to bench something that looks impressive. It's not going to be that. Hope you guys had a good day today. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a good evening. And I'll catch up with you again soon.